His whole body was swelled up. From his chest was totally black and blue for actually 3 months. He fractured the whole side of his face and his jaw. His right eye was swelled right shut. It was very, very bad. They had his head wrapped every day with layers and layers and layers of gauze. I didn't know if he was gonna be able to see, because I knew that he had said that part of the brain that they took out was for the left side, so I was just hoping that he could at least see. And, we wouldn't know that until he, could talk and tell us what he could see, because of the one side was swelled right shut, and I thought that was probably damaged and it wasn't gonna be any good, and, just worrying that the left side wasn't gonna function right.
Let's talk specifically, a little bit more detail on, he had the brain injury, but he also, as you said, hit his head, fractured his face. Tell me about the non-brain injury parts of his injury.
Meaning like?
What, the broken bones, did he have injured arm, anything else?
He broke his clavicle.
Which side?
The right side. And actually, I didn't know that until about 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks into that, till he went down to rehab. He had a trach, and his trach started moving way off center. And then the lady in rehab the first day said, "Looks like he's got a broken clavicle," and they went and looked in the records, and they said, yeah, and then they told me he had a whole fractured face and everything, which I did not know any of that.
They knew that when they did the surgery?
They knew that, yeah. They had scanned everything before I had gotten there that day, because they didn't know anything. And he has a bunch of scars. Actually had an aneurysm where they opened his whole stomach, and actually when Mike was like 21 years old, he actually had cancer. So he had scars and tumors removed, and they, scanned everything, because they didn't know what was with him, with his body all scarred up.
So they did that right away?
Yeah, they did that right away.
Initial scanning, they didn't just do the CT head, they did CT.
No, they did everything, because I got the bills and things, that everything was done up.
When he was in a deep coma, they weren't worried about the clavicle?
No, they never did do nothing for it. They said as long as it didn't move, it was always in the same spot.
Now,